I know, it's been a hot sec. I was in my slumber. But I'm joined with you today for something very exciting. I have my special tea here that I'm gonna be drinking. We're doing like a Y2K emo makeup look today with our special herbal tea. And we're just gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna be bald. I'm gonna start by spraying my face with setting spray. As you can see, I've been scratching at my face. Anxiety will do that to you, as well as having lots of mental health issues. And I'm also just gonna spray the beauty blender that I'm using. I'm going in with my Fit Me Matte Poreless Primer in the shade 125 Nude Beige. I like to mix my foundation and my face primer together. The primers I will use, I like the Q Morning Dew Primer, also a fan of the Milk Makeup Grip, and then the same one grip primer but just in the shimmer. I'm gonna go with the grip primer today because I feel like Y2K makeup looks are very matte bases, so we're gonna keep the base pretty matte with lots of glitter and highlighter, but matte base. I'm gonna zoom you in for the foundation. I'm going in now with my Fit Me concealer in the shade 022, and then contour stick by Winky Lux in the shade Golden Touch. Another sip. Now I'm gonna spray my face again with setting spray, and then I'm gonna fan it down a bit, and I'm gonna wait until it dries and that it's like kind of tacky. Now I'm gonna spray the back of the beauty blender that I'm using, tap it a bit off onto the back of my hand or a towel, and then we start blending. So your ears, get your ears. If you hear snoring, it's just my dog. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the brows. I'm gonna be brave and use an eyeliner. My bestie told me to just follow the natural shape of my brows. So that's what we're gonna do. I've never done thin brows. Oh yeah, honestly, purr. Pop off, bitch! I feel like I did pretty fucking good. What the fuck? Cute. Okay, I'm gonna use this NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer in the shade Pale. And I'm gonna put this a little bit under my eyes here. Put the nose. And then I'm gonna use it on my brow bone as well to just clean up anything we got going on. And then I'm just gonna blend it out, the edges with my beauty blender. Okay, now I'm gonna set my face using the Marcel Beauty face powder matte in the shade Translucent. You just want to go with your beauty blender and just, I like to do it piece by piece. So I start with my eyes. Things can crease fast. Also, when I do under my eyes, I do like some contouring with the translucent powder with my nose. And that's all I do to contour my nose. And I go over the eyebrows with the translucent powder. Forehead and just blend out any lines. And then I cut after I do my powder. Now we're gonna wait for that to set. And we're gonna take a sip of our tea. Going with my NYX contour palette, and I'm going to use the cooler tone here to contour. These are all the highlighters I use because it's so many, it just makes more sense to list them out first. Stila highlighter in the shade Kitten, Charlotte Tilbury highlighter in the shade Champagne Glow. Today I'm going to be using the Pixie Hello Kitty highlighter in the shade Sweet Glow. She Glam Lunar highlighters in the shade Pink and then Gold. Stila liquid eyeshadow in the shade Ocean. Stila highlighter in the shade Silver Lake. I'm going to be taking this Viva Color pressed powder in the shade 06 Toffee Glow, and I'm just going to be using it to bronze just a little bit. Okay, and for blush, I'm going to use my She Glam blush palette. I'm going to use this pink, these two pinkies here. Actually, these two here. So let me do highlighter, blush, I'll be back. You are very zoomed in now. Now I'm going to take my bronzer brush, wipe off excess. Then I'm going to take my Fit Me pressed powder in the shade Warm Nude. Swirl and tap, and I'm just going to be pushing the powder, the leftover translucent powder, into my face. Not wiping, but pushing. For the neck, is like the only place I tend to do like a swiping motion. Then I'm gonna set my face again with some setting spray. I'm gonna take my Makeup Revolution palette, Forever Flawless palette, and I'm gonna be taking this light pinky color here with my finger, and I'm just gonna put that on the lid. Now I'm gonna take this Guerlain palette, 360 Mystic Peacock palette, and I'm going to take this dark brown. Just any dark brown will do. I'm going in with a very light hand. Then I'm going in with my Smashbox palette. It is the Punked Eye palette. And I'm gonna go in with this sort of like gray plummy color. Just like a browny gray, I would say. I'm just taking some star pimple patches and I'm gonna stick them at the end here. Do one big one and then a small guy like that. Now we continue. Going with that same color in the crease. I'm gonna take a more pointed, denser eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna take this darker gray and I'll focus that on the outer corner here, as well as the outside crease. Bring it in like a little halfway, but primarily focusing it on the outside. Now the color that we were first putting in the crease, the lighter brown gray, I'm going to take on a fluffy brush and we're going to use to blend out the edge. Okay. Now, I want you to find a pink shimmery color. I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution palette from before. This pink purpley shimmer. Swatch is pretty pink though. I'm going to take this white actually in the palette first, go on with my finger in the inner tear duct. Like so, like that. And I'm also going to put that on the brow bone. We want to be like white, very Y2K white brow bone vibes. I have this white shimmer from She Glam. I'm just going to take some of that and put it over top of the brow bone. Yeah. And then the brush that we're using for the crease, we'll just go to blend that out of it so it's not looking so crazy. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the shimmer, that pink shimmery color in the inner eyelid slash inner lid area. I'm gonna go into my Rick and Morty palette and take this silver shimmer and put that in my inner tear duct area. I'm gonna go in with a dense blending brush and it's like a brownie purple in the Rick and Morty palette, and I'm going to deepen the crease again, just bringing it about halfway. There's like a lilac purple in here. I'm gonna take that and just put a little bit on the outer lid here, and then I'm gonna go in with the pink that we used on the lid and put that in the middle again. give it a little refresh and blending into the shimmer. Okay. And then we're gonna go back in with the lilac and just blend it into the pink. Some more. And then that crease brush, just lightly going in to clean up the edges. And I'm just gonna keep going back with those two eyeshadows until it's where I want it to be. Then we're gonna take just any dense fluffy brush. We'll take this hot pink. Top off, and we're gonna bump to the end underneath here. I'm not really worrying about blending right now, I'm just packing the color on. Take that same pink and drag it underneath my eye. And then I'm gonna go in with an even smaller eyeliner brush and a black. And we're gonna put that on the waterline. Not the waterline, sorry, the lash line. Do not fucking put this inside your eyes, bro. Do not be putting that shit in your eyes. And I'm going to with the eyeliner, just draw a connect. Then I'm gonna go in with that pink again, just with a smaller brush, more detailed around the stickers to, and I'm just tapping rather than wiping because I don't want to lift the sticker up. I'm just doing this so that it's like more defined around the edges. Gonna smoke out the black that we put. I'm gonna take some of that brown purple from the Rick and Morty palette and use that to smoke it out. Now we're gonna do eyeliner. And again, I'm just stopping where the stars are. Okay. And I just wing out the inner corner. Okay, we're almost there. I'm gonna take this She Glam plain, just white shimmer. I'm gonna take the Stila, it's just like a highlighter topper, like a white sheer highlighter topper. I'm gonna pop that all over the lid. Like it's nobody's business. Just everywhere. Just for the fucking Y2K of it. I'm just using like a purpley brown lip liner, more so on the brown side. And then just blending it out with my finger. Now we're gonna take off the stickers. Okay. Not bad. Ouch, that's my fucking skin. Not bad. I will fix it with some Q-tips, but not bad. Ooh, I love it, y'all. This is looking so cute. Zoomed you out. See how this looks. Ooh yeah, this is kind of like a nudie color. It might be a bit too peachy. I think I want to put a little bit of like eyeshadow or something pale, like pinky pale vibes. Yeah. And then I think a gloss, Fenty gloss. Oh yeah, fuck, that smells good. I'm gonna do my lashes, hair, and clean up the stars, and I'll be back with you. Ah! I love. Okay, baddies. This is the finished look. I mean, Aria likes. I have 2 minutes left, so. Oh, bring back Y2K, bro. The sun is shining in so bright right now, so the lighting is weird. Let me move. Alright, I'm just getting some more herbal tea. Because I'm not feeling anything so far, but I have a very high tolerance, so that makes sense. Do you see the shimmer? Like, that's the all over eyeshadow glitter I put. It's just, oh, it's just everything. Please tag me if you recreate this makeup look. Here are my Instagram handles. I'm now going to have a very herbal gardening time, and I will be posting more consistently. I miss y'all. Hi, I love you.